right, welcome to Two Guys One Take. My name is Noah, and that is Turner. And Turner, we just watched Carson Beck just rise from the ashes to just shove it down our throat. Um,
Said the
Ole
slothful
Miss,
Lambo lifts.
somebody needs to take the Lambo again. Um, he ripped my heart out for sure. We were both on Ole Miss, um, and plus 3.5 is painful. Um, Especially the fact that I had to watch Carson Beck like high step it in to the end zone. But shout out to Miami, man. They play physical as hell.
Yeah, their running back, I forgot his name. Is it
Fletcher,
Tony? Oh,
Mark
that's a wide
Fletcher,
receiver. Mark Fletcher and then
Malachi Tony is cold too.
yeah,
So
he that was ridiculous. Tough fucking game. Miami's offensive line. I don't remember the last time I've seen an offensive line that fucking dominant.
they
Um,
are money.
yeah. They're
Beck could have baked a fucking cake back there
is it
half the
one
time.
of is it their guard that's like top five in the draft?
Maui Noah is playing tackle for them,
Mm.
but some teams think he'll be a guard. Some teams think he'll play tackle in the league, but he's a stud.
And they just randomly have a fucking what is it? Their left tackle that's like 6'9".
Yeah, they have behemoths on their line. Yeah, thumbs up. Um, they're well
That's all
coached
you
on
gotta
the O
say.
line too, because Cristobal was O lineman.
Yeah,
So they
great
just
game though.
very exciting game.
Got
I
Herb
thought
on the call.
Trinidad, Herb and Fowler are perfect for college. I
Yeah,
don't need Herb calling Thursday night games on Prime with the ghost of Al Michaels, but I do need him with Fowler. Uh, can't handle it with. I love Al. I respect Al. Al, open invite to come on the pod, but but Al just can't muster up any. I mean, he had the most exciting game of the year on Thursday night, Seahawks Rams, and then he was like, and Rashid Shaheed he scored. Okay, so now
that's
it's closer, and it's just like I just can't take it. So, but Herb and Fowler on the call tonight, perfect. I thought Trinidad, I thought he got us over the hump with that. I mean, that was a money drive, and
I
then the
texted
two
you
point
too.
conversion.
I was like, they scored way too quick. That was way too much time.
Yep, and I didn't believe in Beck at all, so I kind of wasn't even. I was scared, but I kind of was like, I'm not that scared. It's Carson Beck, and then he got him down the field. There was some weird just officiating throughout the game, I will
Yeah,
say, on both sides.
you guys want to have fun? No, I'm just gonna put this is
Yeah,
my game.
I've appreciated as I've watched the college football playoff up until tonight that they've kind of just been letting them play. They haven't been flag happy, but
No,
this game was weird because it started out not super flag happy. It was mostly like false starts and things that have to get called when they're obvious. But then the targeting call on Miami, I never, I know like by the like letter of the law, like okay, you hit him in the helmet and you led with your head, but like I never understand when a guy catches the ball and then starts to go to the like he starts to move his body closer to the ground and his head closer to the ground. He's like ducking down. The guy is aiming for his body. He's a moving person and then his head ducks down. So then they go helmet. Like the helmet's also the biggest fucking thing on these people. It's
yeah,
gonna hit. Sometimes it just doesn't have any common sense.
the weird like breakdown of that play too, when they're talking about how he like launched. I was like, what the fuck else was he gonna do? Just like lay down?
Yeah, or like just let him break a tackle. It's just weird, and I hate when the fucking ref person comes in and they're like, "Well, we have three components, okay? His helmet to helmet, he
Yeah,
launched, and he was malicious." And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like targeting is one of those things where it's like, okay, when I see it, I know it. Like if somebody really just fucks somebody up, you're like, okay, I get that. But when it's like you got to slow it down and they're both moving, it's just, and I hate that in college they're just thrown out like
yeah.
right away.
I mean, I
Like
feel like they should get two because isn't that in the NFL you get two?
in the NFL, you get two towards disqualification, two like personal or targeting fouls or whatever. Um, but it pisses me off, especially in the playoffs where it's like I don't know if the guy wasn't like intending to do that. He shouldn't be thrown out on top of the 15 yard. Like
No, you can
whatever.
tell when they're trying to be malicious. Like you watch any Aziz Al Shair clips, like
He's trying
100%
to
of
kill you.
those. Yeah, I feel like he should be ejected 100% of those. I think next time they have like ref school, they should just show his clips and be like, hey, if it looks like this, get him out of there.
They're like, if it
If it
looks like
doesn't,
this, if it looks like Vontez Burfict back in the day, then it's not okay.
James
But
Harrison, Vontez Burfict.
Yeah,
Brian Clark. If this just looks like the mid 2000s AFC North, it's gotta go.
but
Um,
that was a weird call. And then I feel like they went like tit for tat with the
PI.
pass interference calls
Yeah.
because Ole Miss got a bullshit one, or sorry, Miami got a bullshit one called on them that extended that Ole Miss drive where they scored. I mean, I texted you, I was like, the refs are going to try and gift us this Trinidad comeback.
Yes.
But then, but then on the next drive, they called kind of a ticky tacky one on Ole Miss, and I kind of felt like it was just like they were tired of hearing everybody complain.
Yeah. Well, it's
And
like I feel like
yeah,
every single one of those pass attempts you could have been OPI, DPI. It's really just whatever you
they were
wanted to
letting them
do.
play early in the game. That's what I don't
Yeah.
like is when they switch it up. This happens in the NBA all the time where like you're watching a game and you're like, oh, they're letting them play, and then all of a sudden the second quarter they're like, nope, not
Yeah.
anymore, not anymore. We're not letting them play, and it's like just call it the same throughout the four quarters. I don't
I
get it.
also understand on like Hail Marys that it's gonna be a fucking mess in the end zone, but
He did tackle that guy.
homie got tackled. Yeah.
He
But
did
I
tackle
mean,
that guy. It was going to be a tough catch, and you can't. I mean, can you imagine how mad people would be if they called that and then they got one more play right, like whatever, and they scored, and that's how it ended.
but it still
So
would I mean 15 yards, what they probably would have been at like the 40. It's still
I think they would
tough.
have been probably down closer to like the 20,
Oh,
but
really? Oh, because they're
they
at
were
like the 50,
they
right?
were already like beyond midfield
Oh
because
shit,
it was
fuck.
like a Hail Mary, but he didn't have to really. It was just like he kind of just flicked it.
Get it
I
there.
kind of thought they could do some fun hook and ladder shit for the last play. They were close enough.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I guess that wasn't in the Ole Miss interim coach Pete's bag,
Yeah.
whatever. But anyway, Miami will play the winner of tomorrow's game, Oregon, Indiana, and Indiana's a wagon.
Yeah.
Mendoza has been cooking. They have an awesome offensive line. Sig is like the
Sick of
absolute
it.
man. He seems like he could just coach anybody to greatness right now, but
Yeah.
I really feel like Oregon's going to get him back for
I
them coming
think
into Autzen and beating them.
I agree. I think whoever wins this game is gonna win the Natty. I don't. I think Herb was just talking about it today about how hurt Miami is, like in their
Yeah,
secondary, and I mean just their defense in general. I mean, if their offense is gonna stay a wagon, but right now Oregon's defense is probably the best in the country, and then I don't know who's stopping Indiana on offense. So
yeah, and I think Signetti, as much as I like Cristobal, he even confused me tonight. Some of his late game management, I think he's a great recruiter, and I think he's a really good motivator, and I think he's a good coach. But I think some of his in-game decision making with the clock, or
yeah,
just kind of some of that stuff, can be weird. Like when he called timeout to stop the clock with 24 seconds left, right before the Carson Beck play that he scored.
Mhm.
I mean, he didn't need to do that. Ole Miss had no timeouts. You can let that clock go to 12 seconds if you want and still run two plays. Like I just thought that was weird. And he does stuff like that all the time, whereas you never see like Lanning or Signetti make a decision like that that perplexes you in game. So I
I loved his
yeah,
reactions all game were sick too. He was
dude, he's a scary guy.
Yeah, we got to get him a sports bra too. He's got
He
some nice
he's built
titties.
he's built
Yeah,
he's built interesting and he makes interesting faces. He just looks uncomfortable all the time. It's very
yeah,
sweaty.
yeah,
It's weird that he's from Miami because he looks uncomfortable with the heat.
yeah. He
But
looks like he's like Midwest guy, probably Kansas.
yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Kansas. Yeah, definitely Kansas.
yeah, Kansas City, Kansas.
Probably, yeah, Kansas City can't probably very excited that the Chiefs are now on that. He'll root for them now.
He
He wasn't
was
rooting for them before.
no, yeah, you couldn't.
Harvard Broncos guy before. But now he's ready for the hometown team. But a good season for Ole Miss, all things considered, not to change it back to them, but I mean, with Lane leaving them right before the playoff, for them to get two playoff wins against, I mean, Georgia is a good team, and I mean, James Madison, whatever, but beating Georgia and then going toe to toe with Miami, one play away from the Natty, that's pretty cool. So I
Really,
think,
pretty cool
yeah,
for Carson Beck too, because I thought Carson Beck was kind of like going to Miami, just gonna fade away, be like a fourth round draft pick.
yeah,
He's kind of like building some stock for himself, which is cool. Beating his old
no,
team too.
no, yeah. I mean, and then the finishing the game with a touchdown, running in, as much as I didn't want him to do that, and as much as I'm not a big Carson Beck guy, it is a pretty cool redemption story for him coming back and definitely building up to be. I mean, he'll get drafted. I think he's going to be like a backup, career backup, but he's built a throwback to Mel Kiper putting him number one on his big board coming into last year. That was sick. That was
I miss
awesome.
Mel.
Yeah,
Wonder how
where's
he's
Mel at,
doing.
dude? I love when ESPN will throw up like this guy's ranked whatever on Mel's big board, and I'm like, I do not care. I could not care less.
Why are we still
Um,
employing this guy,
yeah,
man?
what is happening? I
Get him
do
on,
like hearing
get him on Cam Newton's podcast. Put him on.
I do like hearing him talk though. It's just big guy, thick guy, eats lots of steak. I've talked to mom. I've talked to mom. Lots of steak for him, and it's just like keeps in his hair. He's a weird cat, man, but um, he's still doing it, still grinding tape. So good for him.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you. Oregon, Indiana feels like, even though it's a semifinal, it feels like the Natty. I don't want to totally discount Miami though, because I've been thinking they're going to lose. I thought they were going to lose tonight. I thought they were going to lose to A&M. I did bet on them to win against Ohio State because I thought Ohio State was overrated coming into that game,
Hmm.
and they had just more value on them. But I haven't really believed in Miami this whole time, so I don't want to get caught doing that again. But I do think both Indiana and Oregon are much better than Indiana. Indiana has the awesome pass rush, but they don't sub anybody out. They just run the same guys out there. I think that Oregon and Indiana can kind of wear them down.
Yeah.
But Bain is
Um,
awesome and Mesdor's awesome.
hmm I bet the committee's super happy to seeing Miami go to the Natty too. And they're like, I told you. Told
Yeah,
you.
it is. It's tough. I still hated the Alabama. I get it. I get why they had to do it. We can, if we start talking committee, we might be here until 2 in the morning. But um, because God, the committee, I don't envy them at all. They don't have any like, they've got no. I mean, it's a tough job. But I like Oregon in the rematch against Indiana, mostly just the revenge factor. I think it's tough to beat teams that are this good. It's tough to beat twice.
Hmm.
And even though I think Indiana is going to sound dumb because if they're the best team, you should probably just think they're going to win. But I think Indiana is the best team left. I just think Oregon's going to win that game. I don't know why. Um, I think they're pretty close. They're the closest to Indiana, so that would make sense. But I don't know. I'm kind of feeling just like a Dante Moore, like, hey, but I think I'm the number one pick, buddy. Like that kind of game. I don't know why.
Yeah. Last thing on it, living in Oregon too. Like, I don't know how it was for you when Washington was in the Natty. Like, I swear to God, I've been hearing "Go Ducks" more than like "Happy Holidays." It's like,
Yeah,
and just the most random. I had like this senile old man I was helping today, and I didn't think he like knew what year it was. And then I'm like, have a good day, sir. And he's like, "Go Ducks." I'm like,
it is
yes,
kind of crazy they come out of the woodwork, like, because
yeah,
the Ducks and UW, they both have good fans that are pretty like loyal, but like, and
hmm,
they wear their stuff. But when they were in the Natty, it was like, whoa! I was like, this is crazy. Everybody's freaking out. It feels like that for the Hawks right now in town, though. I mean, with them getting the number one seed, like I went and watched the first half of that Niners game at a bar, which I never do, but I went and
wow,
watched the first half in public, which is tough for me because I get emotional like a toddler during these games. There was a moment during the game where I was like doing this with my hands, and Kieran was like, "You nervous?" And I was like, "Don't talk to me." And there
I
was,
do like that about you.
yeah,
You're
and
like a quiet little nervous man.
yeah, I
Instead of
don't.
get angry, I kind of just get angry.
Yeah, you know how people like they're like yelling at the TV or they're like really talking, like they're just like talking out loud. I sit and watch games in total, pretty much total silence,
I
other than
also
just
do.
me basically being like, "What was that?" Like whispering.
Yeah.
Um, My mom, on the other hand, she is a huge Bears fan. She's like level 10 yelling at the screen. I just can't. But anyway, it feels like that for the Hawks right now in town in Seattle, where it just feels like you're seeing more Hawks jerseys, seeing more people excited talking about the team, which is always fun.
Yeah.
But
It's a
with
good
that,
transition.
we can
Yeah.
switch to pros. We got Wild Card Weekend coming up. Big weekend. I mean, I want to go chronological, so we'll save the best for last. We'll save.
We can go kind of chronological starting on Monday with Steelers game because we never really talked about that either.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, let's go Steelers game. Let's go Steelers Ravens. Go back in time a little bit. Time machine.
Hmm.
Um, one of the wackiest, but also most entertaining games I've ever watched.
Probably one of the best
Um,
games this season, close to that
yeah,
Seahawks game.
I would say that Seahawks Rams game early in the season, Rams Niners was really good.
Yeah, look at
Uh,
us, just on top.
we just yeah,
Rams
that's
Eagles
just how we
too.
do it. Rams Eagles was good, except for
Oh,
if you
we forgot
if you
the Russie and Dak showdown too.
that was a fucking awesome game. That's a
That was an
sleeper
awesome
pick.
game
Malik Neighbors like his crescendo before the
before
tear.
blowing out his
Um,
fucking knee.
and then yeah, that's probably Giants Broncos. There we go. There's our top five games. Um, Giants
That's so
Broncos was
crazy
sick.
that the Giants are in two of those.
Two of them.
God
That's because
damn
we're
it.
real ball fans.
God
Love a
damn it.
good ball club.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, Ravens Steelers. Okay, watching that as a fan that had no rooting interest other than just betting on the Steelers, like not my teams or anything. I didn't. I mean, I obviously wanted the Steelers to win for you,
Mhm.
but
It's for the pod in
I mean,
general.
I was freaking out. I mean,
Yeah.
how were you feeling throughout the night?
I had it's actually crazy. My coworker, he's also a Steelers fan. I don't know if I said that. One of my newer coworkers. I don't know if I've ever said that.
Shout
But
out new coworker.
we were talking about it all day. And he was like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't remember the last time we swept Baltimore. And I was like, that's true. But I'm like, Mike Tomlin at home, underdog.
Night game.
He doesn't lose night game. It's cold. I mean, but yeah, the it was a little underwhelming for me at the end though there because my stream was probably 5 seconds off. So I'm just getting blown up and the kick hasn't even I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Everyone's calling me and texting me and I'm just like, what happened? Did he make it? I'm like, why are you freaking out about him making it? And then he missed and I just wasn't as excited as I think I would have been.
If you didn't
This
know that
I
something
didn't
weird
know.
happened.
But this is also a weird thing. I'm scrolling through Twitter and I get this. I have like a lot of random like conspiracy theory things on mine, which is just who I am. Um,
Oh yeah.
this guy took a screenshot of his FanDuel, and they already had the futures for the Steelers Texans before the game even started. So I just had that in
Mm.
the back of my mind, and I was like, okay, well they're gonna win this game because like sports books have done that in the past where they've already like pretty much somehow knew who's gonna win, which is crazy.
They also post that shit early sometimes, where they post like both. Like they'll post like Ravens, and then like you'll just get
Yeah.
your money back.
But I'm just, hey, I'm just thinking as a fan. But
And thinking as a
no,
as an avid X user,
exactly. Awesome fucking game. Those two blown coverages at the end made me want to kill. Ooh, made me want to lose my mind.
we
Zay
almost
Flowers
got.
had no the podcast almost just ended there. Zay Flowers had no business being that wide open twice,
Nobody in his zip code.
dude. That just pissed me off so much, and the fact that Lamar
Yeah,
broke that sack too with was Nick
he
Herbig
was
and
dead.
Patrick Queen just like he just went right through them and whatever. But that happened, and then the Isaiah Likely catch on 4th and 7, whatever. It was a
Likely.
it was big emotions, but the best play that I've seen in a really long time, probably from dating back to when Antonio Brown had the stretch over the goal line. I don't know
Yeah,
if you remember that play,
I do
but
remember that.
just the Calvin Austin just absolutely breaking some ankles, man. I don't
Armed him.
even I don't even know who that was playing corner, but that man should retire.
Was it
Burned.
Awuzie?
I don't know, but absolutely burned him. Got on his damn knees like a good boy. And Aaron just threw the tightest spiral I've ever seen, and then he hit the fucking Mario jump at the end.
I'm pretty sure it
And the
was
rest is
Awuzie
history.
that he broke off. And yeah, I mean, awesome game. I did think two things that I think are fun from this game. First, right before that blown coverage, them showing videos of Mike Tomlin getting the defense fired up, and Chris Collinsworth saying, "You think he's gonna let him just come in here and just They just gonna run them all over him like this? I mean, come on, Mike. There's 2 minutes left, and then immediately Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
That killed me. But then I had a weird feeling. I mean, it's weird that I still think this about Rodgers, but as soon as they scored, I was like, might be too much time for Rodgers. I just thought that right away. Even though he had shown me no sign that he could like do what he did with Calvin Austin, I just figured he would do something like that. Um, Second thing, I love post game after a win, Rodgers, and then post game after a loss, Rodgers. I love the interviews either way, but I really love after a win because they'll be like, "Tell us about that play with Calvin Austin," and he'll be like, "Calvin's just he's a sweet boy, and he's really a soft soul." And you just tell like this like fucking like soliloquy, and then he'll be like, "And then I told him just run fast," and he that's what he did.
Yeah.
And that kills me because then after a loss, he'll be like, uh, "Next question, please. Thank you." And you're like, "What the fuck?" You're like, "Where's our soliloquy, dude, about the loss?"
Doesn't give a fuck.
I've been really enjoying that.
Cam Hayward
A
had the best
non-scene.
game of his career too. Sorry.
He was possessed. He was
He was
possessed.
possessed. And then also another thing on the Ravens defense, once Kyle Hamilton went out of the game, I kind of knew we
That
were
was
going to win.
huge.
I knew we
That
were
was
going to win.
huge. As right when that happened, Rogers like immediately was like, "Oh, cool, I can throw the ball again. Nice."
Yeah. Mm.
That guy's crazy. Kyle Hamilton's crazy.
Dude, he's
Raven,
one of the better defensive players in the league, in my opinion, just all around.
yeah, I think he's on the short list. Like him, Garrett, Sertan, like they're on the short list for sure. Nicky Manwari. But the Ravens have no
Tariq Woolen.
pass rush.
Can't forget
Reek,
about Reek.
Reek. Um, Shout out to Reek. Uh, Ravens just have no pass rush. I mean, so, but shout out the Steelers for getting in the playoffs. We will get to the Texans game later. Let's go. Let's go
Chronologically.
chronological. Let's go Rams Panthers. Some are saying this might be the most exciting game of the weekend. Just kidding. Nobody's saying that.
It's a
But
revenge game for the Rams, though, dude.
which is yeah, just give me the Rams -10.
That's the spread right now?
Isn't that embarrassing?
Dude, I'm like, I'm hitting the playoffs raw right now. After last week,
Okay.
I needed a good hiatus.
Did you get
But,
burned last week?
huh?
You got burned last week by the books or what?
Maybe.
Okay, allegedly. Um,
That's what they're saying, but I haven't checked yet. So how
I'm
would I
at
know?
I'm at war with the books, so I'm always checking. I'm at war. But and it's okay. It's a war of attrition, but we're pulling through. Um,
We win.
Give me the oh yeah, give me the Rams -10. Um, I just can't. The Panthers are like limping into the playoffs at 8-9, and we've seen this before, where like the 8-9 team plays a really good 5 seed, and everybody's like, "Oh, we shouldn't have this 8-9 team in the and they're mad." But I like this does not seem like one of those times to me. And I'm sure everybody said that in the past too, but like the fact that the Rams already lost to this team and they shouldn't have, and it was because of 2 Stafford picks that he never throws, one of them being a pick six. Like, I just think they're going to come in and demolish this team. I think it's going to be like very ugly. Like this could be like a 31-10 game.
Yeah. Have you seen what the weather's
Yeah.
gonna be like yet? Are you that into the
You know, I probably should be more into the weather. I almost never check the weather. I never give a shit. I'm always just,
dude?
wow, it's going to be 15-mile-an-hour winds.
I swear to God, every time I bet the over, there is a fucking torrential storm. Every time. Or it's in Buffalo and there's 4 feet of snow.
The snovers, though, the snovers do hit because the total drops and then people are slipping and sliding. Um, but okay, there's going to be wind. But here's the thing: this is why I don't check the weather. I guarantee you, it says 15-mile-an-hour winds. I'm going to check on Saturday morning, and it's going to say that there's no wind because that's just what happens. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just think the Rams, despite the fact that they are coming into the playoffs off of some weird games and then almost losing to the Cardinals, I just think they're going to lock in for this game. Um, and Carolina is just not good. I've watched a lot of Carolina, unfortunately. They're not good. They're a year ahead of schedule.
Mhm.
Bryce Young might never be the guy.
Whoa.
The defense is fine. Sorry, Bryce.
Rico
Um,
Dowdle's pretty cool.
Rico Dowdle has a very cool name, and he can break some tackles. Um,
They got three running backs with pretty decent names.
Chuba Hubbard, Rico Dowdle, Trevor Etienne. Um,
Jonathan Brooks.
Forgot about Brooks. Dude. Oh my
Wow.
God. Mr. IR. That is crazy. I thought I was so smart for having him on my IR in fantasy last year. I was like, dude, this guy's gonna be the shit when he comes back and immediately tears it again. Um,
I think you just got a raw dog fantasy next year. Sorry, we're getting tangenty again, but
Tangent, I would say, yeah, I think next year I might, because this was my worst year ever. Sorry to the people, I know you don't care, but this is my worst year ever. First time I ever missed the playoffs, and it still hurts me. I still think about it.
you still got a
Um,
ring. That's fine.
I do have a ring. So do you.
Of course.
Rings.
Uh,
Um,
my
but
trajectory's been way downhill since then, though. So
weird stuff happens to your team every year.
I just I get too. I think I raw dog it too hard. Well,
Yeah,
I cram. It's like I got a midterm in 2 weeks. I mean, just
I do the
cram.
I do the opposite of cramming. I was looking the other day at the next year big
Yeah.
board.
See, just
I mean,
too much thought.
I'm just into it. But anyway,
Yeah.
the I just think the Rams are going to kill the Panthers. I just don't see a way. I don't see a scenario. I see a scenario where maybe the Panthers can cover that number. It's huge, but I feel good laying the number, and I just think the Rams are going to roll here.
Yeah. I agree. But I hope it's a good
Um,
game.
I hope it's good until the Rams win by 10.
Just I'm just rooting for a good game. Good old fashioned game of
Good old
football,
fashioned
man.
football. What will be a good game, I think, is the third time the Bears and Packers are playing this year.
Hmm.
I've got some trivia for you. Packers Bears, good rivalry, right? They've been around forever. They've been around since the league started. How
Hmm.
many times have they played in the playoffs?
Wow. Have they always been in the same division?
Yes,
I'm gonna say 13. This is the second or the third?
this is the third.
Okay.
2011 NFC Championship, Jay Cutler injury.
Double
Um,
doink.
nope,
Oh.
that's Eagles.
Oh yeah, fuck.
2011, Jay Cutler has the weird injury where this gives me the biggest ick. The biggest ick is when you are injured as the quarterback, but you're still walking around and you're like actually fine.
Yeah.
Um, so Jay Cutler, that was them, and they got rolled. And then the other one is from like the 1950s.
We're talking like Bart Starr.
We're talking like 1956, I want to say is what it was,
The Green Bay Meat
and
Packers.
something like that. Yeah, let's hold on. Packers Bears. But yeah, twice. Isn't that insane? They've been around forever. That's
No, that
like
is wild.
saying like I don't even know how to compare that. Um, but that did make me go down a rabbit hole of like rewatching some highlights from that 2011 NFC championship game. Oh, 1941.
Wow. Leatherheads.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well,
kind of
good trivia though, dude. That was
very
good.
good
That
trivia.
was a good
Now this
segment.
game, and that was brought to you by what's a
Dude
company that we
wipes.
like? Dude Wipes. Yeah, imagine this, Dude Wipes. You could have me reading the ad for you right now. Right now, this would be money in your pocket.
Do they have a trivia segment? Probably not.
Probably not. Our listeners, I know our listeners, they want to hear about Dude Wipes, but they can't because we don't talk about it. um, Anywho, I hate saying this because I know it's just gonna hurt, my family's feelings.
Mm,
I have a weird feeling that the Packers are gonna win this game, even though it makes no sense.
to do. Especially after the last 2 weeks of Packers football, they've just looked like the worst team in the league, and
And they let Jordan Love just keep sitting.
everyone just looks depressed.
And tell me, this is when I look at a line like this and it makes no sense. Why are the Packers favored by 1.5 in Chicago
See,
after
shit like
what
that
we've
doesn't make
watched?
sense. That's when I
Like
stare
that
at that's when I stare at like sports books for like 15 minutes and it still just
ages.
Yeah, I just have no idea.
So I took the Packers.
Oh, you
I
folded to
I
Vegas.
did. I took the Packers. I fell for it. I also just think, and the Bears fans know this, this is just a situation where you just get royally, royally pounded. Not like a game that where the Packers kill you, but like this is like a game that the Bears are going to be winning 17-9, where the Packers look lifeless for like 40 minutes, and then all of a sudden you look up and now it's 20-17 and there's 10 seconds left and you're like, what happened? How did that happen?
Yeah. I feel like every time Bears have like early lead going second half, Caleb throws a bad pick. Everyone's like, ah, it's okay, we'll get it back. And then they march down, score 3 and out for the Bears, score again, tied game. And we're like still randomly like 9 minutes left in the third quarter, and you're like, what the fuck?
Bears have also been the comeback kids like all year with like a horseshoe
Yeah.
up their ass. I just feel like this is where the bookie comes to collect. And he's like, all right, cool, good run, but we're actually going to let the Packers come back in this one.
I mean, like we've
Sorry.
said it mostly all year with the takeaways. Like you just can't stay consistent with all those takeaways. Like they don't have all those
Takeaways
takeaways. How many of those games do they win?
and just coming back like in some pretty crazy, including the Packers game where they get an onside kick. Like,
Yeah.
how many times does it happen where like you get an onside kick when you need it? I feel like the only
Hmm.
time I ever see onside kicks recovered is when it's already like out of hand. It's like a three-score game, and it's like the Raiders, and they're doing it for like, oh, it's the end of the game, let's do it.
Yeah.
Or the
Was
Titans
that
or
the
something.
Colston Loveland touchdown game?
That was the Bengals game.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy game. That was
That
probably
was
game of the year actually.
Yeah. Let's add that one. Let's take
I think that's number
one of
one.
ooh for entertainment value. That's up there
Nah,
with
two.
like
I'll take craziness, two, entertainment value. I'll still take Steelers.
yeah. Um, but yeah, I should like the Bears more in this game. I just think the Packers are going to somehow get it done.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Jordan Love comes
I've been
back.
pack. I've been pack all year. Still got a future
I
on them.
know.
So let's do it.
I
Let's
still have future
fucking
on them as well. Now that the Seahawks are like actually good though, I don't
really
really care
good.
about my NFC futures. Sunday, Bills Jags lead us off 10 a.m. I don't know, Jim. That's what's leading us off at 10 a.m.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, are you sure? I thought that's Fox.
No, Fox is the Niners Eagles.
I know, but is Romo isn't Romo with Fox?
No, he's CBS.
Why that game?
He always gets those AFC games. He probably was thinking he was going to be going to Buffalo or Kansas City. Get ready to learn Jacksonville, Tony. Get ready to learn
Damn it. He's
Dumbo.
just got a whole bunch of sweaters.
Exactly. He's like pretty hot down here. Um,
Jesus.
but anyway, this game has I have not made a bet. I don't know what to do. I
I feel
feel
like this
like
is one of those games you just watch and you just enjoy.
yeah, the Jags are the better team. The Bills have Josh Allen. Um, I don't feel like he's going to be one and done. Like, am I really going to look at myself in the mirror and be like, you're going to bet Trevor Lawrence today over Josh Allen? You're going to do it. You've got this. No, I can't do that.
And my thought is Josh Allen's been there.
Yeah.
Has Trevor Lawrence been in the playoffs? Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh
That
fuck.
comeback against the Chargers, one of the best games ever. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, I do now. That was
Yeah.
that was a
Doug
rookie. That
Peterson.
was second year, right?
Second year, Doug
Yeah.
Peterson.
Dougie? Was he say
Yeah.
legend?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Eagles legend. Um, the Jaguars are the better team though, and they have the better defense. They've been the better team for I mean all year, especially the past month. They've been a wagon. I really think the Bills got a tough hand having to go to Jacksonville. There's a pool there. People are going to be watching from the pool. That's
Mhm.
hard
Mhm.
to look at, um, especially because the people in the pool are from Jacksonville. So it's just a tough watch. But I just can't bring myself to think that the Bills don't win at least one playoff game, which is probably a sucker thing to think. So, um,
My thought about this game, I still think Bills are going to take care of business. I'm not a huge, I mean, talked about it before, not a big Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville guy.
yeah,
Their coach has grown on me, but
Liam Cohen,
yeah.
keep my name out your mouth.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Bills win this game, they play the Broncos, unless
Yeah,
the Chargers
unless
win.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that's fire. Bills win this
Bills
game.
Broncos
Bills
in
run
Denver.
Denver. They run Denver. It's over.
Yeah, Denver is full of shit, dude.
Yeah, no.
Um,
We can get to
Denver's been
that
full of
next
shit
week,
all year.
but
Yeah, Denver's been full of shit all year. But Bills Jags is definitely the toughest. I think the toughest game of the
the
week
slate
to take.
second.
But who's second toughest? Is that second toughest?
The
I think they're the first toughest game. But
got bias.
yeah, I guess give me the Bills. And then what we got? Niners Eagles
Yeah.
in Philly.
Weird game.
Weird game. Don't feel good about either of these teams currently.
Mm-mm.
Niners coming off a terrible performance. I mean, at home against Seattle. Um, After their offense looked unstoppable, they scored 3 points.
That was
So I
such a
think a lot
boring
of
fucking game too. I'm so sorry.
it was stressful for me because
But you love that
should
shit.
Hawks should have been up 31-3.
So is
So
that one of those games where you love or like being a sicko, or is that just like since it's the Seahawks you hate
I'm a
it?
sicko for the unders and for the ugly, weird like missed kicks and weird stuff. But when the Seahawks are playing, I want a good, clean game with none of that shit.
Yeah,
So
I
that
figured.
was a tough watch for me, especially because the whole time I was just like, we should be up 3 touchdowns. This is getting out of hand. Um, because when we let teams hang around like that, usually that's especially Kyle Shanahan. That's when they rip our heart out. But they didn't. We held strong. So the Niners end up going to go play the Eagles. I think this is a tough spot for the Niners, having to go across the country to play in Philly. I don't think Philly is very good on offense, but the Niners defense is not good and can't stop the run, and that's what the Eagles want to do ideally. I just think this is a tough matchup for them. I think that the Eagles can like slow this game down and make it a possessions game, kind of similar to the game we just watched, where
Mm.
Purdy has to be perfect on the road. Um, I just think this is an Eagles spot where they get one. Um, I also think it was really telling, like if you were watching that game and listening to the broadcast, like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were saying, talking with Shanahan, like he thinks this game against the Seahawks is like more important than the next game, which would be the playoffs. Like he thinks that this is their shot to basically to get the 1 seed and then never have to leave San Francisco because the Super Bowl's there. He really put a lot into that game, and then they lost it. I think they're going to come out flat.
Yeah.
Uh, the only thing that they have to like really be like fired up about and latch onto is a few years ago when the Eagles kind of stole an NFC, title from them in that game where all their quarterbacks get hurt and then they have to run a wildcat offense with Christian McCaffrey,
That was fire. I forgot about that.
which I think the Niners win that game if they're healthy.
Was that like Brock Purdy's coming out too? That playoffs? Yeah, that's so sick.
Because Garoppolo was hurt.
Yeah. Shout out
Um,
Jimmy, man.
Shout
Raiders
out
legend.
Jimmy, dude. Niners legend. He always wanted to throw us one. Oh my God. Um, but and shout out Eastern Illinois legend, Eastern Illinois University, Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, EIU, baby.
EIU? What's their mascot? Hmm. I
You
was
want to know
hoping it
who
was
else?
like the
You want to know who else is an
golden piece of wood.
EIU
What?
alum?
Hmm.
Sean Payton.
Fuck.
Um,
For some
but
reason, I was going to say Caleb Martin.
I'm a trivia guy today.
Yeah, you're
Um,
doing really good.
Spouting off some questions. Yeah, I think this is an Eagle spot. It's a long way to say I think this is an Eagle spot, and I'm scared of the Niners. So I would like it to be an Eagles spot. I would much rather play the Eagles later in the playoffs than the Niners if I'm the Seahawks. So
I think this has the possibility of being the most boring game for the playoffs. Really just depending. I mean, if the Eagles are going to do what they did all year and just be boring and tush push for 50 yards,
Yeah,
but we'll see.
but against the Niners, they can probably break off some big explosive runs. So we'll see. Um,
Who's it? Are the Eagles favored?
yeah, by four and a
Yeah,
half.
and Philly. I'll take that
That might be
spread.
that
I'll take.
might be that might be one of those where you're like, that's too many points, but it's not. I think they win by a touchdown.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
um,
You are my consultant, so
but and then Sunday night, Chris and Mac on the call. Chargers at Patriots. This one, I kind of like the Chargers a little bit to cover.
whoa.
It's three and a
Okay.
half. I like them
Wow,
to
you
cover three
you
and a half. I don't know if the Chargers can win the game, but it does give me pause. Like, I think this could be a low scoring one, and I think we could see New England come out a little slow just because it's Drake May's first playoff game. They haven't played anybody good at all. And then the one time that they did they just lost. So I was just like, I don't know. I've just kind of been thinking it might not be this game, but they will
wait,
get
what game was
exposed, I
that
think,
where
at
they
some
just
point.
lost
Didn't they lose?
to the Steelers?
No, well, yeah, and the Steelers are a very good team. A
Whoa.
loss is sticking out in my head that I can't.
I think the Seahawks are a really good team too. I'm just gonna put that out there.
The Bills beat them in the comeback game.
Oh
Um,
yeah, they did
the
lay
Bills beat
down.
them in the comeback game, and then by the way, they only beat the Buccaneers by 5 points, and the Buccaneers are terrible. So the Patriots are on my.
I kind
They
of
beat the
remember
Falcons.
a game earlier in the year that the Buccaneers they were like they played like an NFC West team.
They played the Seahawks and they beat them,
Okay,
and
that's what it
but that
was.
was
I
when Baker
forgot.
Mayfield was MVP. So
Yeah, that was the
that was in
fans' fault
September.
too. I
That
forgot.
was
Fuck.
that was in September.
Yeah.
And that was the fans' fault. I was being a bad fan at the game. Um, they only won by one against the Falcons.
Was that at Mercedes?
I was in New England, dude.
Okay, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. They might be.
They should have
Might
lost to the
be.
Ravens. I just think it might not be this week because the Chargers might not be good enough or healthy enough, but they are going to get exposed by somebody. Could be the Bills again, could be the Jags, could be not the Broncos, could be the Steelers. But they could, I mean, the AFC is so wide open, I guess they could just go on a run. But I think the Chargers can cover here in like a weird, like probably slow developing game.
I don't think this deserves the 5 o'clock uh
The league
window
loves
though.
some New England. They love some New
Yeah,
England.
which
Like
is crazy. How are you gonna do that over two teams that are combined for 25 wins, dude? Come on, it's crazy.
They love Gillette. They love Gillette at night. Like they love all that shit. Um, but I think it should be a decent game. But I don't know if it should be the Sunday night game. But it does feel right to have Collinsworth on the call in Gillette. That just feels correct. Um, but now the floor is yours. Monday night, where the Steelers haven't lost since 1991.
Monday night. Wait, what did you just say?
They haven't lost on Monday Night Football at
Oh,
home since 1991.
yep,
Also
yep.
haven't won a playoff game since 2016. So this is a big, you know, they're kind of meeting in the middle here.
Mm-hmm.
At Pittsburgh, how are we feeling?
Obviously I'm scared. Um,
We start with
but
that.
yeah, I just have to get that out there. But actually, I'm feeling good about this. Um, I don't even. I just looked at the previous time that we played the Texans. We lost 30-6. Um, but I think it's going to be one of the games that you love. Just no offense whatsoever, and going to come down to whoever has the ball last. The Texans defense is the best in the league. Um,
Very good.
and what are they on, like an 8 game heater right now?
Yes, they
Just
are.
something stupid. Steelers get DK back. That's huge. I mean, what Aaron did with fucking Scotty Miller.
Adam
uh,
Thielen.
Adam Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, Calvin Austin.
A lot of white
That's a
guys.
playoff team. Um, but no, I think it's going to be one of those just defensive games. Like I said, whoever has the ball last. Chris Boswell take his over in points. Um, I don't know. I still think the Steelers are going to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of take care of business. Was this CJ Stroud's second playoff game or first?
Second.
Yeah, and this is Aaron Rodgers' what,
No,
50th?
this is third. He's made the playoffs all 3 years. This is third.
Oh yeah, he has, huh?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of hard to bet against A-Rod in the playoffs, especially the way that this season's kind of coming down. Part of me kind of wants to lose because I feel like that'll give him a better shot at coming back. Because if he goes in the run in the playoffs, I feel like he's not coming back. Which I didn't think I'd get to this point at the end of the season where I'd kind of want Rodgers to stay. But
Yeah.
but looking at our kind of trajectory with what we got as far as like, I mean, we have a lot of draft picks, but they're not the best draft picks. I think we have like 6 third rounders next year, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, I just don't.
Not a
I
deep quarterback class in the draft
no,
anyway.
and honestly, I'd rather him stay. We have a bad year. Get Tomlin out of there. Start fresh with quarterback and coach, which is really depressing considering that they're going to the playoffs. But I'm still not really Tomlin guy still.
You're still thinking about maybe we just get one here against Houston and then we just call it a day.
I mean, like that game, that the Steelers Ravens game, everyone said it, but like loser of that game, head coach is fired. I still believe like Steelers would have lost that game. Tomlin would have, but
Yeah.
it would have been that situation where Tomlin doesn't get fired. He just says like he's ready to part ways,
He's gonna
kind
go
of a
do
thing.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you're feeling.
I'm this game's tough because I think it's gonna be ugly, like a rock fight, like you said. Because the Texans can't score like that. It's too up and down. Stroud's been better, but the offensive line is just so bad. It's so bad that you guys are going to be able to produce a pass rush probably pretty easily. Um,
Whoa,
but
dude.
then, but then I'm just saying, you guys got a punctured lung still.
We have more defensive sacks than them this year. We have one more.
That
That
just broke my brain. That makes no sense.
right?
Um, hold on, I need to recover from that. Um, that was a body blow for me. Um, that just swayed me.
Yeah.
Steelers win. I can't even.
Can't even think anymore.
That just broke my brain. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Steelers win at home. It's just a prophecy. It's Monday night. As soon as they schedule this for Monday night, it's just how it goes. I want Tomlin to kiss the camera again.
Did you see him hit the?
Yeah, right before.
Did you know who he was shouting that out to?
Ooh.
Derek Lewis, his favorite MMA fighter.
Wow.
My balls was hot.
My mouth is hot.
Mm.
That would be his favorite MMA fighter too.
Oh, and I
Um,
just need to let the fans know, the Steelers' backfield is now known as Pain and Gain.
Not to be confused with Sonic and Knuckles. Pain and gain. There we go. Well, all right. We'll go Steelers for this week, and then we'll see how we do on these picks, and we'll also check in on our teams after this week that we drafted in our last
Should we put
episode.
something on the line for our teams that we drafted?
Yeah, what do we want to put on the line here? Maybe should it be a punishment or should it be something that the other person's got to get for the other person?
Other person's got to get for the other person. Other person's got to get the other person some sort of merch that the team that they drafted wins.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah. So then that's good because these are like not we each have our own team, so we want our own team to win. I'd
But
love to get some Seahawks
if we get a
merch,
random team, that'd be sick too.
but if like the Jags won the whole thing and you had to give me like a Duval hoodie, that would
Sick.
just be funny.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a good
I
story.
like that. Okay, there we go. Boom. Maybe a Trae Young jersey because that's how we'll wrap this up.
Mm.
Trae Young traded to the Wizards. Um, I just want to say a quick thing on this, my little NBA minute, because we're gonna have to talk a lot more NBA here soon, so get used to it. I'm sorry.
I gotta start locking in.
I've been watching a lot of basketball. I love it. I still love watching basketball, even when there's football on. I got some hoops on my phone. But the Trae Young trade, I just have a quick thoughts on this. I think it's hilarious that as soon as his agent started working with the team for a trade, there was borderline propaganda coming out that was like Trae Young has identified the Wizards as his number one pick,
Mhm.
which is not what happened. What happened is the rest of the league said, "No, we're good. It's okay. We don't really want Trae Young." And then the Wizards were like, "We could take him." And then Trae was like, "Cool, I pick you. That means I pick you. You didn't pick
Who?
me, I picked you."
God damn it! I heard the two names he got traded for too, and I about had a goddamn stroke.
McCollum and Kispert?
Are you kidding me? Are you
I mean,
joking me?
McCollum is still a good playmaking guard if the team is good. And then Kispert is a good 3-point shooter. And if they want to keep Kispert, I like him as a rotation guy. But no draft capital,
I was gonna
none,
say that's
zero,
it. What?
no draft, not even a second round pick. They couldn't have just been like, "Hey, can you throw in a second first just to make it look better?" And then the
Please,
the Hawks were like, "No,"
please, pretty
or the Wizards
please.
the Wizards were like the Wizards were like, "No, we actually can't do that. We value our second round picks too much."
And then they're just like, ah, dang it. You can
Shucks.
still have them. Take them.
Go ahead and take him because we hate him. Him shaking hands with people as he left the bench was funny as hell. The Hawks, all the rest of the Hawks were like, "Okay, dude, cool, see ya." We like, "Pu, dude, you.
Yeah.
We don't want to be around you."
I like it.
Um,
All of the like ESPN and all of like the what is it? Just like the graphics were like Trae Young leaves mid game and there's like 30 seconds left in the
in
fourth.
the game,
I'm
yeah.
like you really come on. You couldn't stick around for 30 more seconds. Jesus.
All the discourse on Trae Young has been really funny from like after this trade went down, everybody's like, Trae Young is gonna he's his own offense. He will create for others and he will score and he will this and he'll that. He's gonna help Alex Sarr. And they're like, okay, well, what's the cons? Well, he fucking sucks at everything else. He's awful at everything else. He can't play defense. You're gonna have to help on his side of the court at all times. He turns the ball over a lot, leads the league in turnovers. Um, you know how he's supposed to be like a Steph Curry type shooter? Well, he can't shoot. So, but he will shoot though. He will
Mhm.
keep shooting,
Yeah.
and they'll be bad shots. So I do agree that he'll probably help the development of Alex Sarr, who I think is going to be pretty good. I don't know how many of you guys are locking into Wizards games, but Alex Sarr is going to be pretty good. Um,
It's so funny you say that because when I like think about Trae Young, obviously the Hawks are, I mean, ass, but I still think when I think of Trae Young, I still think of Trae Young like 3 years ago when he was just fucking out. And then now I look at his stats and it's just like,
he just can't shoot.
are we talking about the same guy here? Like,
Yeah, he
but
just can't shoot. He can't defend. And I'll just say this last thing. I'm gonna close on this. Trae Young has been dining off of that Eastern Conference Finals appearance for ever now.
and just
That Eastern
anytime he
Conference,
plays in Madison Square Garden too.
yes,
Yeah.
that Eastern Conference Finals appearance is way more about the fact that Ben Simmons lost his confidence and developed the yips in front of us. We all watched it than it was about Trae Young. That was not, I mean, Trae Young played well and he capitalized upon that, but that was 100%. The Sixers were the best team, I think, in the league that year.
Oh yeah.
And
Ben
something
Simmons was low-key
happened.
one of the best players that year too.
Dude, Ben Simmons, I think about this all the time. He was a fucking first team all defense, first team all NBA like guy.
Yeah, they said he
And
was the
then
next Magic Johnson.
yes, but the thing is, he was, if you watched him, like he was so good. And I remember telling people, I was like, dude, if you got to pick between Embiid and Simmons, you keep Simmons. He's a fucking dog. And because I love Ben Simmons, I want Ben Simmons. I want Dollar. Um, but something happened to him, like to his brain in that series, and it never recovered from that.
Was it the
And
Kardashian? Which Kardashian was it? Was it a Jenner?
Kendall.
Ah, fucking
Um,
Kim.
But you can literally go back to the play. If anybody wants to go watch that play, go back to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's about to go up for a dunk,
And
and then
just
he just breaks. Something happens, and he stops, and then he never was the same. So that was more about him than it was about Trae Young, even though Trae Young did play well in that series. This is fine for the Wizards. They get a guy to go watch and buy some jerseys and sell some tickets, and it's pretty low risk for them. Like they can let him walk after a year if they want to.
just on
So
loan.
I don't mind it for that. Um, and for the Hawks, this gives you some more flexibility. So
I think the
don't
best
mind it.
meme I saw about it, yeah, was it was like Trae Young can't do this in a Wizards jersey, and it was like him standing at center court, just rolling dice.
Don't
I
sleep
love
on
that.
DC, man.
God, I love that fucking. I love that this just the city of New York just hates Trae Young.
Hate him. Hate him so much. Got a guy a role in the Marty Supreme movie.
Yeah, the Trae
Get
Young.
that
What
guy.
is it? Trae Young looks like my dad's dick.
Yeah. He goes, not that I've seen it, but if I did it, he would look like that.
Yeah, we can end on that too. Marty Supreme. What are your thoughts? I still haven't seen it.
I give Marty Supreme an 8 out of 10.
Ooh,
I liked Marty Supreme. I don't think I liked it as much as I've seen some people like it. And
fair. I've heard
in
the
terms
same
of,
thing from other people.
yeah, I thought it was good. I don't really know, like, I guess I kind of was. What I don't like is that I keep hearing people say this movie about believing in yourself. And I'm like, he kept fucking everything up the whole movie because he believes in himself so much.
Mm.
There is a really good scene though, not to spoil it for anybody, but when he looks at like his like kind of girlfriend in the movie and he's like, I don't know how to put this, but I have a purpose and you don't. And that shit killed me in the theater. I started dying laughing. There's some good like it's good acting. I liked it. It's probably my third favorite movie of this year. I liked One Battle After Another, number one.
Okay,
I
I
liked
still need to see
Sinner.
that.
I liked
Sinners.
Sinners.
I just watched Sinners actually on the plane
Oh
to
really?
Australia. Great.
I thought Sinners was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Um, and then probably Marty Spring third. So
Okay. I don't even know any other movies that I really watched other.
I watched a lot of movies. I watched a lot of good movies this year, but I thought One Battle was awesome.
I need to see that. Randomly, did you watch The Long Walk?
So yeah,
Terrible movie. Terrible fucking movie.
book is good, movie not good.
You read the book?
Uh, yeah, I mean book is better, but
Uh, of course.
no, my dad is a big Stephen King guy.
Okay.
And so I have read the book, but like it was a while ago.
Okay.
Because it's a old. I mean, it's been out
It's
for a
really
while,
old.
but
I mean, most of
and
his books
so
are pretty old.
he's pretty old. Um, but movie not as good.
No. That's movie talk.
That's movie talk. That's ball talk. Shout out Trae Young and the Rams. Please cover 10 to 10 and a half
Yep.
points, please.
Yep. Cool.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye.